Shalom, it's Selfie. Carats. Hey guys, it's going to be your Celtic astrology, aka your Celtic horoscope for the week of Friday, aka May 8th to your next week, whatever the days is. Alright, so you guys know how this goes. If you don't, because I don't have that many viewers on these videos yet, but I believe in this content. Okay, so with this content, we're going to be presenting you with the lesson and the oracle. Okay, so the oracle we're using is the Celtic tree oracle. Okay, so they're really just going to be giving you insight on your tree nature. Okay, so you know, having a relationship with nature is one of those things where you have to be able to listen, okay? Especially if you have melanated skin. I was reading a book called The Melanin of Cosmos, or The Cosmos of Melanin, I believe. But it was The Melanin of Cosmos, okay? And I'll leave the link below as well, just so you guys can, you know, in tune in that. But you can really download energy from the environment and the things that it leaves you, okay? So where you need your creativity is where you're going to need your, you know, your spiritual development, okay? Or where you're going to gain your spiritual development. So it's important to know what all aspects you carry so you can, you know, further in tune, tap into those energies, okay? So that's why you're here in this video. All right, so we have Birch, which is first, okay? You guys can check the dates below. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Cold Grove. Okay, so let's talk about this. This one leads you to the pathway, okay? So taking nice naturistic hikes, walks, and, you know, you kind of get the divine steps that you're supposed to have in that order, okay? The Knight of Swords is that conversation that you're having with nature, but also intuitively downloading. Like, you know, listening to the birds chirping is a form of communication, okay? And it's a form of meditation. That way you can get more insight on how, you know, far and long things want you to listen to, okay? How long they want you to listen to a certain energy, okay? So let's dive into the cove, okay? All right here behind it. Okay, so the message for the grove is, ooh, we are the grove and we send you love, okay? We hold you and ground you. What is your favorite grove? Whenever it is, a grove of trees is a holy place, okay? It is a holy place. So make time for a group of trees and sit among them, feeling their sacred energy, okay? Or if you simply close your eyes and imagine yourself standing in a grove of your favorite trees. Okay, so attune yourself to the inner silence and open the portal to the grove with an invitation, okay? Ask the trees if they would spend some time with you. So, okay, so the letters are E-A-C-H and then K-H, okay? The deities are unity of consciousness, the universe, gods and goddesses, all that is, and the ancestors, okay? So the keywords for this is all knowledge, silence, meditation, prayer, initiation, and then great spirit, okay? So the source of mystery, or source and the mystery, okay? So the temple, the sacred places, unity, oneness, as well as communities. It also gives you tree teachings, what a tongue tire, and then divinity, okay? So recommitment to the spiritual path, communication with ancestors, connection with spirit, unity consciousness, and universal intelligence. But you're also able to pick up on totems, guides, and deities on the spiritual plane, loved ones and animals who have passed over. Thank you so much. Okay, moving forward, okay, so we have the Rowan. Ooh, we have the Knave of Wands and the Lewis Rowan. Okay, so the Rowan came, you know, in as well with the, okay, we can look at this. This is fruit. I'm seeing that we're going to probably have some gratitude that's going to come in, some bearing, some forgiveness. Also the energy that you, like I always talk about this one being, you know, standing firm on the ground, and then also standing on your spiritual, you know, your spiritual solidarity that you have built up with, you know, when you recommit to something, you don't lose the spiritual influence, you just gain more of a deeper lesson of that same commitment that you had, okay? And then using that fire energy to actually propel you towards, you know, the path that you are seeking. So for that one, that is Louise Rowan. All right, so ooh, the deities and guides. So some placement that you can look in on your astrology chart would be the Chiron, okay? So that's the wounded healer. And then we have the horse goddess, like Epona and Oriananan, the great mother and her sons, okay? So the key words for this is protection, intuition, discrimination, spiritual strength, ecstasy, astral travel, and connection with the mystery magic, okay? So I also recommend going and watch my sexual meditation. That is both on my Patreon. That's the extended version, and the original, I guess the beginning video would be on my Instagram, okay? All that information is below. So, and it says, I am the lovely Lewis Rowan tree, okay? Rowan tree. I am a tree that invites you to write down your dreams, listen to music, make art, play with a collage, build something with your hands, or simply sit quietly and be in silence, okay? So winter is a beautiful time of the year, and the extra hours of darkness allows you to enter your internal world, where riches await your discovery, okay? So it said, feed your heart with love. Imagine a purple flame there that increases with every breath of love you offer it, okay? So we're going to move on to ash. Ooh, we have the Knight of Chalices in reverse. Okay, so that is actually kind of, I feel like there's a point of reconnecting with your maternal side, okay, or maternal ancestors. So we have the Ore Spindle, okay. So what I get from the Oracle is really, again, a more form of berries, but also a more form of offering the orange, so that solar plexus energy, okay? And maternal energy is also your solar plexus. That's why I wore orange today. I was feeling very sexual, okay? Especially because we just had the full moon in Scorpio pass us yesterday, okay? So that's just lingering energy, because the energy can actually last up to a couple of weeks afterwards, okay? So you still may be embodying that scorpionic nature. All right, so the letters are O-I and then th, okay, T-H. The keywords are fulfillment, delight, light, sudden insight, thunder, and lightning. Okay, so you are, advised to release energy, illumination, your best efforts, and completion of a task. Okay, so feeling a form of completion with everything that you do. So the Knight of Chalices may, okay, so I completed a maternal lesson, but I also completed a, a figurative, okay, a figurative task, if that makes sense. So something that's unseen that you, well, figurative means actual, literally. Unfiguratively means, not something that, okay, we'll stop off that. Let me get off that. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Because I see what I'm trying to say, but I cannot write it. But again, we'll talk about it. So the totems I really feel like would be important would be thunder beings, light beings, and thunderbird, okay? So, okay. So this card offers you sudden insight and clarity, okay? The tree is about enlightenment. You are asked to remember what you are a being of light, and to see the light in every person you meet, in every situation you enter, okay? So the tree brings illumination and insight. So imagine yourself taking in that insight that you would not see in the physical world, in the physical realm, okay? Let's see. It also brings you hope for the future, okay? So it helps you sustain a new light as you move towards your goals. All right, so we're gonna move on to Alder. Ooh, we got the Ruiz Elder, which is, again, more fruitful and forgiving energy. And then we have the Eight of Chalices, which is bringing it all the way back to you, okay? So you're illuminating that teacher-student moment you have with yourself, but also with others, okay? Because these people gather around to see what you see or who you talk to, okay? Ooh, let me see. All right, so we got the Ruiz Elder. So also taking your elderberry to, nurture your body and health. And then the totems are cranes, stork, ibis, and crow. I just watched the episode with Kitty. I want to say it was season 3, episode like 5 or 6, okay? Where it was the Halloween episode, and they discussed, she killed the crows, or the crows had her like in this telephone booth, okay? So there's a form of communication. The letter is R, okay? So the keywords are going to be renewal, transformation, release, regeneration, cauldron, death, birth, and rebirth, cycles, endings, and beginnings, ancestors, elders, okay, sages, and transmutation. Interesting, because I'm seeing my grandmother today, so I'm going to be getting that. And even, it's crazy, because I seen her last Friday, and I was getting a lot of maternal energy from her that, sustained me through the week. But we'll see, okay? So let's see what it wants to tell you. It said, I draw you close to as I represent completions. I am here to guide you as you let go of part of the past, review what has been created. I hold you as you look at everything that has been created up to this point, okay? So kind of like taking a review, but also taking a point of initiation towards what you see and already have, okay? So Willow. Ooh, we got the Gorked Ivy. And then we have the Nav of Pentacles, okay? So we have a lot of young energy. So these could be, those who come across this message will be enlightened, but also youthful to the idea of what they have. And I like how both of the Knight and the Nav and these have long points of stands. Okay, you see how they got these long sticks and the other one had that long horn. Okay, so this is really just saying this is kind of like this is able for you to catch the things that you need, okay, but also catch the things that are meant, like that pinnacle. It almost feel like he dug that up and buried it, even though he had a sphere to get it. Okay, so it's like kind of aiming towards your goals, but also having the ambition to have your goals be met when people are ready to meet them. Okay, Gort. Okay, so the letters is G, so anyone that you have familiarity with G. The totems are spider and wolf, okay? And then we have, so spider woman, Spider-Man, it could be something that you take in this week. And then the keywords are labyrinth, which is kind of like a maze, and you kind of just go through something. And then we have the inner knowing, steady growth. Okay, so again, when you come to this point, that is you coming to a point of enlightenment with this information. Okay, and then we have steady growth, determination, soul searching, spiral dance. Okay, because the maze is a symbolism of spirals. And then we have DNA and the spiritual journey. Okay, it initiates in the 11 illumination. Ivy often grows in spirals and always towards the light. Okay. I remember living next door to this house that had so many, like, the house was covered in ivory. It's one of my desires to own a home that I let nature takes its course on my home, because that's a form of protection. Okay. But anyway, when you get this in a reading, you are called into the labyrinth of your own inner knowing. Okay. You are asked to spiral into yourself and spend time at your very core. Okay. It is here for you to merge with the universal life forces of regeneration and rebirth, okay? So allowing yourself to die, then come back. Die, come back. Transform and become yours again, okay? So we're going to move on to Hawthorn. Ooh, this is in reverse. We got the Coal Hazel. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So both of these are in reverse because they're asking you to, get yourself out of the energy of the past, but also, kind of really bring yourself into the blossoming of, okay? So let me see what this Coal Hazel, what is it, number 9? Number 9. Okay, the Coal Hazel. I hope I'm saying that right. All right. So the totems is hare, scrab, tortoise, turtles, crab, and salmon, okay? The deities are Gaia, the Great Mother, goddesses like Sophia and Isis, and Fenton, the White Ancient One. The letters are C and K, so you can have a relationship with those letters or numbers. And then the keywords are water, the moon, bounty, and abundance, intuition, wisdom, insight, knowledge, sage, advice, divination, poetry, and creative pursuits, higher perspective, and clarity. Okay, so in a reading, when this is a verse, it says you are ignoring your intuitive knowing. Perhaps you don't like what you are sensing. A change is indicated. Even so, it is time to pay attention to wisdom that is offered you. Okay, are you resistant to advice? All right, I like that. So then we have oak, which will be bringing you, ooh, the nav. We have so many young energies. Okay, so your influence can be of those of the youth. Okay, and then we have the on fruits gorse. Okay, I like this. I really like this yellow body. Okay, so this nav is coming to the water half clothed, but also it brings a form of protection because it brings that blanket, which okay, my bottom is covered, now my half. Okay, so that is really inviting you to spring your yellows and allow your solar plexus to take you where you need to go. Okay, but that letter is 17. All right, so on phrase gorse. So the totem is the honeybee, the magpie, with its eyes for shiny golden treasure. Oh, that's pretty. All right, so the letters O, so you can have some relation with the letter O. And let's talk about the keywords. So fulfillment and abundance, sweetness, hope, persistence, links the inner and outer worlds, gathering together what you need to ensure progress. Okay. In the reading, this represents abundance. Okay. And it's a hallmark in generosity. You are encouraged to share what you have with others now. Given is the best way to receive it. All right. It is all about sweetness. How do you create the nectar of honey in your life? Cultivate an atmosphere of light and cooperation. Work with others to create the good. Okay. This is the perfect time to give gratitude for what you have, to count your blessings, be willing to stand as light for others at this time, and share your illumination. Okay. Illuminated. All right. So I think we're on. That was for you to actually take your gratitude moment, okay? So we're going to move on to Holly. Oh, we have the Four of Wands, so some stability, and then we have the Noon Hash, okay? So what do you see? How many leaves do you see? The Four of Wands, you also are manifesting a relationship that's going to bring kind of like a lot more maturity out of the person that you left an mark or influence on, okay? We have the Foe. This is pretty. I don't need to look through this part. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous, darling. This is gorgeous because it gives you the northern and the southern hemisphere, okay? All right. Let me go to the 5. I'm gonna go to the message first. I am stately Noon Hash. I have come to tell you that it is safe to dive into your interior world, okay? Here you can receive guidance, healing, and assurance. If you find that you are not moving forward, try to practice patience to keep your intentions clear. Sometimes you are asked to wait for the perfect alignment between the right moment and what you desire. Check in, okay? Ooh, somebody's telling you to check in. I hear that. Okay, so then we have the totems are World Tree, Dolphins, Mermaid, and the Runes, okay? So you guys can go watch some Runes videos, and then the letter is N, okay? All right, so the key words is microcosm. I don't know why I can't say that word. Okay, but anyway, and the macrocosm. All right, so that's inner world, outer world, okay? So reflections, mirror, uniting inner and outer world. I didn't even read that, but I knew what the word meant, okay? But it's just kind of saying in the spectrum of, you know, big things, little things, you know, anyway, the outer worlds. So as above, so below. As above, so below. So when you get this in a reading, expect to connect with your own inner tree, which represents your center and connects you with your inner world in the outer world, okay? Here you experience the meaning of the axiom as above, so below. This is a place of great guidance. It links you to universal knowledge and can help you understand yourself, your thoughts, feelings, and actions, all right? So let's move on to Hazel. Ooh, we got the quartz apple again, and then we have the strength. Okay, so pay attention to the eyes. Pay attention to the eyes. They are really important for how you are going to kind of pry those things out of yourself that you may be afraid of to say, especially out loud, you know, because others may, you know, have a different opinion of you and you don't want to be challenged. All right, so then we have the totems as the fairies, the pentacle, female lineages, and Glastonbury, okay? That's the apple isle. And then the deities is the mother aspect of the goddess, Gaia, and then the female ancestors. So the letters you can be connecting with is Q and then CC. And then the keywords is female lineage, decisions, choices, beauty, abundance, regeneration, fertility, and motherhood, okay? I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So it says, I, the great mother apple tree, send you the full sun of summer and the sweetness of my fruit. Notice that there are many kinds of apples to choose from. As a species, I represent variety. Your species is the same. Each of you is unique and wonderful with the gift from the universe, okay? I represent beauty and choice, okay? I represent the goddess in all manifestations. Think of healing when you focus on me, okay? So the strength to acknowledge, the strength to be a voice for your ancestors, as well as the women who fought before you for you to even speak clearly, okay? For you to even be able to articulate what you know and what you have been told and guided to say, okay? So then we have the vine. Oh, we have the reed, and then the king of chalices, okay? So that comes right in, you know, just kind of, because I love this area, okay? Just imagine like walking and seeing these. I don't know what these are, but these are one of my favorite things to see in a body of water, if that makes sense, okay? So then he's the body of water, okay? So he's representing what you enjoy, for me, what I enjoy to see, but also the abundance that, you know, luxury and lush has brought my emotions, you know, to the forefront to feel. Okay, so then we got okay, so the letters are N and G, okay, the word that I could not say. And then the totems are owl and pike, okay? So the keywords are direct action, movement, focus, intention, conviction, on purpose, progress, skill, becoming a hollow reed, okay? It initiates the 12th illumination of the year in the autumn equinox, okay? is about harvest. All right, so when you get this in the reading, it's time to focus on the desired outcome and taking action. Okay, so when you get, especially pair with the King of Cups or the Kings of Chalices, he is, you know, he is saying, hey, I am emotionally stable for the energy that you have for me, the respect that I know that you are going to grant my feelings, but also the things that I desire. Okay, set your intentions and back them up with daily affirmations. Okay, again, I am love, I am light, I am whole, I am sight. Okay. And then we have Ivy. I thought that I was dreaming when you said you loved me. I probably say that all the time. I should get paid for it. All right, so we got the Ur, Heather, and the Mistletoe. Queen of Swords. Okay. So it's okay for the Queen of Swords. This is representing lips to me, okay? Because this is the time where you're going to, what you speak is what you know, and what you say is what you grow. What you speak is what you know, and what you say is what you grow, okay? So you're growing something here, okay? You're growing something here for the purpose of being of service to a whole lot more, okay? A whole lot more people, especially if the things are influential, what you're saying, okay? So then we have this. The totem is the white stag, bees, and raven. Shout out to my best friend, though. All right, so the letters are U and W. Those are people that you're associated with, or the letters that resonate. W, and then we have U, okay? So then we have the keywords is healing, spiritual development, making contact with the spiritual dimensions, fertility, solid foundations, and the spiritual path all heal, okay? So this represents a link between earthly plane and the spirit world, okay? Thus, when you receive this card, communications with the spirit world via divine intervention can result in healing, okay? So whenever you get the Tower card, that moment is going to be of a divine intervention for you to stop and think about it. Hey, take it. And ain't about it, okay? And weed up out everything that you see, and then you can kind of store information. So whatever, okay, so say if you learn a lesson, you're like, okay, these are things I want to take and focus on. That is direct communication with your spirit world to say, I want to learn these lessons. And then when the other part of the set comes back around, because we had to master lessons to be a teacher of them, okay? And then when that comes in, you'll start paying attention to your dreams, visions, and synchronicities, okay? So prayer and meditation are also things that you can embody during this time to, I guess, correct those lessons that you need to, master, okay? So then we have read, which comes along with the spiritual initiation card. That's my title card. But we also have Birch, okay? So that's kind of like that's kind of like communicating back up top with the, because it's getting towards the inner energy. So this kind of, I want you to take it to Birch's. When you have Birch's card, or whenever you get someone else's card, take it to them. Take yourself to that message, okay? So then this is that. So we have the spiritual initiation card. What did Birch? I didn't. Okay, whatever. But okay, so we have that spiritual initiation card. But let's pay attention to these. How it has an extended source of imagery to kind of really promote what you need. Okay. Especially because, on one of my other spiritual decks, in this deck, it actually has a monkey. Some other ones has a dog, but this one has the white dog, which is, again, another form of tool, because the dog is going to communicate its loyalty, but it's also going to communicate other things that you need, okay? So this is being the first card in the deck. First card in the deck, okay? In the deck. So the message it has for you is, I'm a beautiful birch tree. I wear bright gold red leaves in the autumn, okay? My branches grow down and long and slender. My many heart-shaped leaves dance and whisper in the wind. Close your eyes and listen to the sounds of my leaves rustling in the autumn winds. Listen to my encouraging messages. All right, so the keywords is endings and new beginnings, cleansing and purification, releasing old patterns, overcoming difficulties, shedding the old, new growth and renewal, pliancy, and the peaceful resolution of conflicts, okay? So do not be conflicted with your initiation, nor do not be conflicted with the things that you're being granted, okay? Never swat away your blessings, okay? So higher perspective, return to innocence, okay? So then the letter is B, so you may have an association with someone of that name, and the totems are snake, phoenix, and eagle, okay? So you guys could be in, I think this might be like a scorpionic card, okay? So then we're gonna finish it off with Elder, okay? Ooh, we got the black stripe, blackthorn, and then we have the Queen of Chalices in reverse, okay? So let's take ourselves back up to, I want to say Vine, okay? Vine gave you a specific message with the King of Chalices, okay? Because it's a reflection of, okay? So a whole new world. Okay, so this one has a lot of bloom, but it also doesn't have a lot of leaves. It has flowers, but no leaves. That's just the imagery I'm getting, okay? So let's go to this real quick. All right. Ooh, totem. Okay, so we have the Grim Reaper, Scapegoat, and Vulture, okay? So be wary of things that, again, wants to blame you, but doesn't have the, doesn't take self-responsibility. So that's the Queen of Chalice, an immature, emotional being, okay? And the letters are SS, ST, and then Z. Whew. So the deities, guys, is Pluto, the Seth of Egypt, Hades, the crone aspect of the goddess, like Nikbet and Holly, okay? So the keywords are protection, boundaries, fate, strife, negation, outside influences, and disruption, learning from challenges, growing on spiritual strength, new direction, or opportunity, okay? And then it also gives you the point of renewal that you may be seeking. So when you get this in a reading, you are in need of protection. Energetically, spike-like thorns of this tree can help, especially when you visualize a black thorn thicker springing up around you to shield you, okay? So visualize your strength more than you visualize your weaknesses, okay? So this message I have for you is I am strong and impenetrable. I challenge you to see any difficulty you may be experiencing as an opportunity to let go of a pattern that is harmful to you and is holding you back from your growth and maturity, okay? So this, again, like I said, that emotional maturity is being targeted because you're being conflicted with outside energy that really is just honestly admiring you. They're just admiring you when they take that time to you know, pleasantly and even critically look at you, okay? A person that can critically look at others can you know, probably with the Queen of Cups in reverse, they probably don't know how to critically look at themselves, because no one speaks on anyone critically unless they're observing it for a political or spiritual matter, okay? All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys so much. I hope this reading resonates this week with you all. Make sure you should share. I used to love when these come out in my old videos. So make sure you share, thumbs up if this video resonates, and then also subscribe for this content.